joining me. This class is designed to address neck, shoulders, and upper back. Considering the current situation all of us are in, locked down and sequestered in our homes, we might find ourselves on our electronics a great deal more than usual. The intention of class is to reverse the postures of forward head, rounded shoulders, collapsed chest, and shallow breathing. I hope you enjoy this yoga sequence. Let's begin on our backs. We'll take these few moments to settle in, transitioning from your previous activity now to your yoga practice. And just allowing yourself to release into the floor. Feel the weight of the head, the shoulders, your hips, your feet. Having the legs in any position that's comfortable for you. And just begin to observe your breath. Be taking some longer breaths to release any tension that comes to the surface. As you're just breathing in and out. And trying to even out the breath. Inhale equal to the exhale. Maybe a couple of cleansing breaths right here for yourself. And we're going to start with a couple of head presses. That's why I didn't offer the blanket for head support at this point. But if you feel you need the support of the blanket, by all means, place it under your head. But from here, we're going to press the back of the head into the floor for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Do it gently for 5. You're not trying to push the floor. 3, 2, 1. It's just a gentle release of the head. So just a heaviness of the head, pressing 4, 3, 2 against the floor. One more time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. We'll do the same with the shoulders. One at a time. I'm going to press the back of that right shoulder into the floor for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. And again, for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Continuing on the right side. One more time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just creating a length across the collarbones. Let's move over to the left side for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. And again, so we're exhaling here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. One more time. Exhaling 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now let's try a couple with both shoulders at the same time for 5. Pressing the back of the shoulders. 2, 1, and relax. One more time. Exhaling 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Take a deep breath in, followed by a long breath out. And we'll take the legs wide just for a few moments here and just going to open up the hips a little bit, let that low back release a little bit. So we'll do these wiper blades, so back and forth. Exhaling to the right, inhale to the center, exhale to your left. Inhaling to the center, and back and forth. Exhale, and inhale. Exhaling to the side. Inhale will bring you up. Keep the back of the shoulders flat against the floor. And one more over to the left. Let's pause here with the knees and legs to the left. We'll add on here a little neck stretch and shoulder movement as well. But of course, only moving your shoulder as far as comfortable at this moment. So we're going to inhale, palm up, the arm all the way up overhead. Oops, got to get everything out of our way. And then as you exhale, halfway down, turn your palm down. Begin to turn your head to the left, feeling the stretch on the right side of the neck. And then as you inhale, you bringing the arm back up, flip the palm up, gaze towards the ceiling. Inhale, that little bit of pause at the top, and then exhaling down, turning your gaze. Once again, feeling the stretch on the right side of the neck. Let's do this one more time. Breathing in. And exhale. And we're going to stay here for a few breaths. So palm down, gazing to the left. You can kind of scooch your right fingertips down a little bit, if you wish, down towards your heels, to continue to open up the right side of your neck. The top of the right shoulder is soft, releasing away from the ear. 2 more breaths right here. And then relax the arms, draw your feet, draw your knees center. We'll go to the other side, legs wide. And we're going to start with the left arm low, and then we're going to sweep it up, palm up, gazing at the ceiling. And then as we exhale, we're going to release the arm down. Halfway down, you turn the palm down and turn your gaze to the right, feeling stretch on the left side of the neck, top of the shoulder. Inhaling, roll the head center, arm releases up alongside the ear. And exhale, twisting the gaze to the right, stretching the left side of the neck. One more time, breathing in. And exhale, twisting your gaze. Pausing here. If you're able to walk your fingertips down just a titch. And then feeling that stretch on the right side of the neck. Sorry, the left side of the neck. Try not to let the left shoulder rise up towards the ear. One more breath. Good. And while we're here, we're just going to roll all the way over to our side. Push ourselves up to a seated position, any cross-legged position. If that's not comfortable for you, sometimes people, the knees don't cooperate, so they prefer to have their legs out straight. Other options are to take the blocks and place them underneath the knees, or maybe you've got some firm pillows to put underneath the knees to help support hips and knees. And the other option is, you probably know, is to sit on the edge of a blanket. So find your comfortable position, settle in just for a moment. Feeling the breath. You're welcome to close the eyes for a moment. Just hands on your knees. Connecting back to the breath. And then opening the eyes with the soft gaze straight ahead. We'll put the hands in this prayer position. Take your fingertips up, breathing in. And exhale, bring the arms alongside the body. And then inhale, sweep them wide and up overhead. Breathe in, palms touch. Coming back down to heart center. We'll repeat this. Breathe in. And exhale to the side. One more time. Returning back to the heart center. Rest your hands to your thighs for a moment. We're going to take our right fingertips and release them a little bit away from the hip. And we're going to begin to create some large circles with this left hand. So just creating a large circle, opening up the shoulder blade a little bit, only going so far that is comfortable for you. Maybe around 3 times in this direction. And then the opposite. And then let's inhale this left arm up overhead, leaning over towards the right. Resist this left hip down, not allowing the left hip to come, so that we can elongate the whole left side. Turn your gaze down towards your right fingertips, feeling the quality of turn of the neck. 2 more breaths. And reaching up and out. Let the arm float down. And just pause for a brief moment just to feel the left side from the right side. That inner awareness. And then we're going to lean over to the left. Resisting that right hip down. We'll make some large circles here. About 3 times around. Breathing in and breathing out. Let's go in the opposite direction. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhale. One more time. Breathe in and out. And then we're going to lift this arm up alongside the ear as we lean over towards the left. Turn your gaze down towards your left fingertips. Feeling the stretch to the neck. And a couple breaths here. And then reaching those left hand out and up, lifting up, let it float down. And just take a few rest breaths here. And we'll bring ourselves into a dynamic Vajrasana. So we'll start with standing on the knees, protecting the knees with blanket or any kind of cushion you might have at home. Start with the back of the hands on the sacrum. We're going to sweep the arms all the way up overhead. As you're exhaling, engage the abdominals, fold forward, bringing your forehead onto the floor, a block or blanket, whatever provides the most comfort for you. And when you are ready on your next inhale, you're going to begin to sweep the arms. We're trying to flatten the upper back. The abdominals are still engaged. Inhaling all the way up. A little bit of pause at the top, stretching the side bodies. Exhale, fold forward, engaging abdominals to help control the release down and protect the back. Inhaling, flattening the upper back, coming all the way up to standing on the knees. Breathe in, pause. Exhale, folding. Maintaining a slight contraction of the abdominals as we begin the inhale to come up. Once you get to the very top, you can release the abdominals and then start the exhale to re-engage. Exhale, fold forward. And we'll stay in this forward fold here. We'll relax the arms out in front. Take a breath here. And then let's lift up to all fours, keeping the hips high and stacked over the knees. Let's walk the hands forward into this half downward facing dog. So the upper body looks like a downward facing dog, but the lower half, we're still on our knees. And just a couple breaths here, noticing for yourself where you're feeling the stretch. The head just in line with the arms off the floor. And we want to bring ourselves to standing. So if you're comfortable, you can do a downward facing dog to walk your feet and hands together. Or if it's more comfortable for you, bring your hands closer to your knees and then lunge one foot forward and bring the other foot forward as well. Let's stay in this forward fold for a breath. Letting the head hang completely. If this is hard on your back, you can bend your knees greatly and place your elbows above your knees and just hang for a moment. Let the top of the head release. And then with soft knees for all of us, we'll just walk up, coming into Tadasana or mountain pose. And again, with that transition, let's take a moment to check in. Make sure we haven't lost that breath. We have even breath in and out, so reconnect. We'll take our hands in this prayer position. Take your fingertips up towards the ceiling, breathe in, and then exhale them all the way. I want you to feel this across the upper back. Bring your fingers and bring your palms together. Breathing in. And exhale, sweeping all the way back, hands in the prayer position at heart center. Let's try it one more time. Breathing in. And exhale. Let's let the hands rest at the sides of the body. We're going to inhale the left arm up overhead. Reach in, and then let's lean over towards the right a little bit. Again, turning your gaze down to the floor at the right. Opening up the left side body, the left side neck. And then reaching both arms all the way up overhead. Exhale them, release them down. Inhale just the right arm up overhead. Lean over towards the left. Couple breaths here. Releasing the neck. Right side body opening deeply. And then when you're ready, you're going to inhale the left arm up. Both arms stretch overhead. Let's stop and exhale here. Breathe in and lengthen. And then exhale all the way down. So we'll do a little variation on chair pose. In chair pose, you might recognize it looking something like this, which we'll do. But we're going to change the arms a little bit, get a little twist into the upper back. So we're going to breathe the arms up. And then exhale, sit back in your chair. You can bring palms together as you bring that left elbow onto the right knee, not allowing the knees to fall in. And then inhaling, stretching up, arm shoulder height. And then exhale, coming together, sitting in the chair, right elbow, left knee. Nice long exhale. Breathe in, come up. Now for some of us, it's going to be difficult to get that elbow to the knees. So why not use the hand? So left hand to the outside of that right knee, and the right hand can just end up on the hip there a little bit. And then inhaling up and exhaling back. Let's try one more on either side. Breathe in. Left hand or elbow to the right knee. Inhaling up. Right elbow or right hand to that left knee. And then inhaling up. Release the arms down. Take a moment, just a rest breath. And then we're going to work a little variation on Uttanasana or triangle pose. We're going to place a block if you have one. A shoebox can work, a footstool. We're going to place it right out between the legs, equidistant, and about just under the shoulder as we fold forward. So let's just go for it. Inhale the arms up, breathe in. And exhale the arms to about shoulder height. Pause here, take an inhale. And when you're ready to exhale, we're going to take the right hand down to the block or stool. Maybe adjusting where we need it to be. We want it right underneath the shoulder. And then we're going to take our left fingertips and point them towards the front, gazing with it. On your exhale, you're going to take fingertips up towards the ceiling, gazing with it. Soft knees as we inhale and come back, arms wide, standing. Exhale, opposite side, left hand down to the floor. Inhale, fingertips towards the front, gaze with it. Exhale, up towards the ceiling, gaze with it. Inhale, up. Exhale, opposite side. A little stretch for the neck and the shoulders. Exhale, fingertips up. And inhale up. We're working to stack the shoulders one over the other. Exhaling. Inhale, there's a little stretch for the neck. Exhale, stacking shoulders once again. Chest open to the sidewall. Inhaling up. And opposite side. Exhale. And inhale. Should we try that one more time through? Exhaling. Inhale. Feel the length of that right side. Really reach out. Reaching up towards the ceiling on exhale. Inhale brings us up. Exhaling, right hand down. Left fingertips towards the front. Fingertips up. And releasing all the way back up to standing. Release the arms. Stepping the feet together. Taking a rest breath. From here we'll work Uttanasana, or half forward fold. So we're just going to let the hands run down the sides or the back of the legs, shoulders back and down. When you're ready, we're going to exhale, forward fold. The knees are soft. We don't want to lock out the knee joints. Exhaling all the way down. And then we're going to use the hands to help us come up to a flat back. So the hands are going to ride up the calves, maybe to the knees, to give us that flat back and some length on the back of the neck. Then take a long exhale to slowly move yourself back into the forward fold. Exhaling. Inhaling halfway up, flat back, squeezing that upper back. Feel the shoulder blades come together. And exhale, release. Inhaling up. Shoulder blades resting on the back rib cage. Releasing down towards the hips. Exhale brings us down. One more time. Inhaling half. Exhaling, folding. And here again, we'll pause in our Uttanasana, forward fold. You can just let the top of the head hang down if that is challenging for the low back or even your hamstrings. Bend the knee. You can bend both knees and place your elbows on top of the knees. And then here, just let the head hang. Let everything loose. Another breath. From here, we're going to continue to release all the way down onto our bellies. Now, if your low back does have issues or you don't care to lay on your stomach or it doesn't come easily, then maybe it helps to place a blanket right underneath your hip joints to help bring your back into some flexion. We want to be able to release straight down. For some of us, without a blanket, it's going to feel congested or claustrophobic. So for some of us, it might make sense to put the blanket just right at the forehead to make room for the nose, and it gives you a little bit more space. So you can kind of decide what it is you will work best for you. So we're going to just do some shoulder lifts. From here, the arms are resting alongside the body. My hips and legs are relaxed, yet feeling grounded. We're going to lift that left shoulder off the floor. My wrist and hand and forearm stay on the floor. Then I'm going to go over to the right and lift that right shoulder towards the ceiling and release. Inhaling, lifting the left. Release it down, and then the right, one more time, and down, and then lifting up. I want you to feel the shoulder blades move up and in towards the back body. Again on the right side. Let's try it one more time, really feeling it around the shoulder blades, in towards the spine. And release. Last time on the right. And now we'll add on here a little bit. We're going to squeeze both shoulders together, not allowing the tops of the shoulders to raise up to the ears, but squeezing the upper back together in this little mini Cobra. We're going to let the arms begin to hover as we lift the head and chest. The back of the neck stays long. Let's not crank up on that neck. Continue to gaze down towards the floor. We're going to have one more breath. Don't forget to breathe in and out. On your next exhale, we're going to release down. On the inhale, drawing the shoulder blades together, allowing the arms to begin to hover, coming up into our mini Cobra, using the strength of that upper back to lift. My nose and gaze is straight down. Another breath. Don't hold the breath. You'll breathe in. The next exhale, release down. And one more time. Squeezing the upper back. Get those shoulder blades away from the ears. So try to draw the shoulder blades together and yet release them down towards the feet. Head and chest lifting. Feel the work. One more breath. And release. Take a rest breath. Turn your gaze one way or the other. And here you have an opportunity to allow your shoulders to roll forward, creating a little bit of space between the shoulder blades. Turn your gaze in the opposite direction. And then let's push ourselves up to all fours. Dynamic Chakravakasana. But with a little bit of focus on the upper body. So we're going to come again into the circular kind of child's pose where the hips are coming out and then the hips are shifting. But now let's get the upper back involved this time. So just making it as sweet as you would like it to be for you. So kind of dropping, maybe bending the elbow greatly, dropping the shoulder towards the floor, the chest towards the floor, then over to the opposite side. One more time, this direction. Pause at the top and exhale back the other way. The inhale brings you up, so don't hold the breath. Inhaling up. And getting the kinks out of that upper back and neck, even all the way down to the hips, below spine. One more time in this direction. And back up. And we'll be here on all fours. Checking in, taking a breath. And we're going to release this right knee back, about halfway down that left calf. And then we're going to shift our weight into this right side so that I can sweep the left arm up and overhead. Breathe in and exhale. And inhale, pause and exhale. A couple more times. Breathe in and exhale. And last time. And we'll switch sides. So shifting that left knee halfway down that right calf. Weight into the left side. We're going to sweep the right arm up. Breathe in and exhale. And when the top arm, we should try to get it to stack over that lower arm or shoulder. Breathe in. We'll pause to feel the stacking of the shoulders. And exhale. Let's just twice more. Breathe in. And out. Last time. Realign the knees. Allow yourself to come back in child's pose just so we can take the weight off the wrists. And then place your hands in any position where your head and neck can relax, your shoulders. And then we're going to come up to sitting. We're going to sit with the legs straight ahead. And just sit for a moment in Tadasana. Another breath. We're going to bring the left heel somewhere on the inside of that right leg, wherever it lands for you is the perfect spot. We can use our right hand underneath our right sit bone and kind of release the whole right leg back just a little bit. We're going to inhale both arms up overhead and exhale, forward fold. And the arms, for most of us, are going to come down fairly early. And then inhale the left arm all the way up. The right hand's just going to run up the outside of the right leg or the inside. Breathing in. And now exhale, we're going to open up and feel the length across the front of the chest, fingertip to fingertip. And then inhale the fingertips up. We're just kind of following their fingers with our gaze, and exhale, fold. Inhale, reaching up and out. Inhale. Exhale, open. Inhale, back, drawing the torso back center. Exhale, fold. Again, breathing in. Exhale, open. Inhale, following the fingertips. Exhale, fold. Inhale, fingertips up, gaze with it. Exhale, open. Inhale in place. Exhale, let the fingertips down and take a couple breaths here as we gaze out over the left shoulder. Don't hold your breath. And slowly unwind. Bring your hands to knees as we straighten that left leg. And switching sides. So the right knee is going to bend. It's going to come somewhere on the inside of that left leg. Again, anywhere it lands for you is a perfect spot to be. We're going to use our left hand on our sit bone. Just kind of release the left leg back a little bit. If you need to, on this bent knee leg, you can place a block underneath or a blanket or a pillow for support. Breathing in. Exhale, fold. The left hand's going to run up and down that left leg as we reach out and up with the right hand, lifting up. And then exhale, we're opening. Gaze out over the fingertips. Inhale, bringing the torso back center, fingertips up towards the ceiling, reaching long. Exhale, fold. And then inhale, lifting up. Breathe in. Exhale, open. Feel the twist in the upper back. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, fold. Couple more repetitions, please. Breathing in. Exhale. Inhale, returning to center. Exhale, folding. Inhale, really reach out and up. Inhale. Exhale, open. Inhale in place. And now exhale, release the fingertips down. Turn your gaze to look out over your right shoulder. Breathing here. Not collapsing in through the spine, but lifting up through the spine as you feel your sit bones rooting you down. And then slowly unwind. Come back to center. And let's come on to our backs. We'll work a few dynamic bridge pose where both arms are going to come up overhead just to release any residual tension in the upper back or neck. So your feet comfortably close to your buttocks, sit bones width apart. Kind of tuck those shoulders under. Feel the flattening of your upper back. Feels good. Connecting to the breath once again. Take your exhale. And then inhale. Both arms are going to come up overhead as you flatten that low back. And then peel your sacrum, your vertebrae, all the way up until you feel a gentle stretch. The neck, arms are overhead. A little bit of a pause. And then exhale, unwind. Take it nice and slow. And releasing the arms down. And let's repeat that. Breathing in. and exhale, release. This next repetition, we'll change it slightly. You're going to inhale and come up. You can leave your arms in a position that's comfortable for you overhead. You can soften the elbows a little bit, and then leave the arms, and then slowly unwind your spine. And you know what? You can do it in 2 breaths if you want. It doesn't have to be just 1 exhale. If you want to sneak in another breath, you just pause, inhale, and then take a long exhale. And then releasing 1 vertebra at a time. And as you're doing this, you can feel a stretch in that upper back. Once the hips touch, pause, and then float the arms alongside your body. And just take a breath here. Checking in with yourself. Maybe we'll bring the knees towards the chest. We can rock from side to side. And then setting 1 foot to the floor, then the other. Let's prepare for Shavasana. So if you like, you can place a little something underneath your head for support. You can place blankets underneath your knees as you stretch your legs out, or maybe you prefer to have your calves up on a chair. Whatever is most comfortable for you. If it's chilly, you might want to cover your feet, your chest. But let's lie here together for a few more minutes. Not allowing yourself to mentally float off into your other activities. Stay right here, stay present. Trying to integrate the work that you've just done for yourself. This is your gift of Shavasana. So let yourself begin to release into your support that's beneath you. If it's comfortable for you, I'll ask you to have palms up. Make sure there's no tension in your feet or your legs. If you like, you can just kind of rock your head back and forth, just sweetly. Coming back to center. And take a moment and bringing your awareness right into the palms of your hands. Let your awareness rest in the palms of both hands, the left, the right, both together. Maintaining that awareness in the palms of your hands. And see if you can begin to imagine a feeling of warmth in the palms of your hands. Feeling the palms become warmer and warmer still. Maybe even noticing a vibratory sensation to the palms of your hands that even moves down into the fingertips, tips of your thumbs. Feel your hands begin to relax. Let that sense of relaxation move up through the arms and up into your shoulders, across the upper back, across the chest, releasing any tension off those shoulders. Feeling the upper abdominals begin to soften. The mid-back releasing. Those low, deep abdominals softening as the low back releases. All the muscles in the back along the spine softening, letting go all the way up into the neck. And all the way back down into the hips. Feel a softness across the hip bones. Release the hips. You can feel your thighs as they come out from the hip joints. Releasing the thighs. Soften the knees and your calves. Your ankles. Your feet, the tops of your feet. And the bottoms of your feet. And take a moment to rest in the arches of your feet. Placing your awareness in the bottoms of your feet, the soles of your feet. Taking that vibratory sensation from the soles of your feet, moving back up through the legs and the hips, through the belly and the back and the shoulders, and then soften the throat. Begin to relax your face. Release the jaw. You can feel your teeth separated in your mouth, but your lips are touching. The tongue relaxed. The ears softening. No tension on the cheeks or over the eyes or temples. Release that space between the eyebrows. Soften the forehead. And release through the scalp. Feel as though there's fingers going through your scalp, massaging, until you feel a lightness off the top of your head. Letting your whole body release deeply. Take another minute or so here. And take a moment to bring your awareness back into your space, allowing your body to begin to move. Maybe fingers and toes and wrists and ankles. You could even once again rock your head side to side. But before you come back, just notice how you feel. Hopefully a sense of deep relaxation and release. Release in particular in the neck and shoulders and upper back. And as you bring yourself back, continue to release and continue to relax. We'll bend our knees and we can roll to the side. Stay on your side for a breath or two. Everything's still soft and relaxed. No tension. We'll use our arms to bring ourselves up to a seated position. Again, that sense of deep relaxation remains. Hands on your knees, eyes closed. And take a moment just to feel the stillness within. And if you found that sense of deep relaxation during Shavasana, well, do realize that's something that you created for yourself, and it's there for you whenever you need it throughout the day and night. Thank you for joining me.